Justin Trudeau promised to make Canada a global force once again, but very quickly that became a global farce when on the weekend he issued a glowing tribute to former Cuban president, or El Comandante as he affectionately referred to him, Fidel Castro. Now, Castro died on the weekend, or at least it was announced on the weekend, and most people expressed a very stern condemnation for some of his myriad human rights abuses, and the best leaders, the best statesmen in the world, issued a message, essentially, wishing that the Cuban people will enjoy peace, prosperity, and freedom, which they have not been able to under the rule of Castro and his brother, Castro 2.0. But then we have Justin Trudeau, who talks about this larger-than-life figure, who talks about the deep sorrow he has, who talks about the friendship that this man had with his father. Now, Justin Trudeau quickly became a global mockery. The New York Times, The Guardian in the UK, The Washington Post, USA Today, media outlets around the world criticizing Justin Trudeau, and of course the Trudeau eulogies hashtag that came out of it. Now, one question emerges from this. What if he's just a guy that expresses himself using big flowery words? What if that's just the way he congratulates people, commemorates people? Well, thankfully, we have a message that we can look at for comparison. You see, the Grey Cup was held this weekend, and during which we saw a very unsuspecting victory come from the Ottawa Redblacks against the Calgary Stampeders, prompting a congratulatory message from the Prime Minister of Canada issued this morning. Now, here's what the message says. On behalf of all Canadians, I congratulate the Ottawa Redblacks on their 2016 Grey Cup victory over the Calgary Stampeders in Toronto, Ontario. I also applaud both teams for having won their respective division championships. The Grey Cup is one of our country's most popular sporting events, and this year was no different, with millions of Canadians tuned in to watch the game from coast to coast to coast. Even on a plane flying back from Madagascar, Africa, I was following the game as best as I could, getting updates from my staff. Finally, congratulations to both teams and the Canadian Football League for providing another great season of memorable moments in sport, and to the organizers and hosts of this year's successful Grey Cup championship team. So wait, the team wasn't legendary and revolutionary? The team wasn't larger than life? He didn't have deep sorrow about the loss of the Calgary Stampeders? He didn't have any of these deep feelings or emotions? No commemoration of which his father's favorite team was? And oddly enough, he actually congratulated the losing team more than he paid any tribute to the actual people of Cuba in his statement about Fidel Castro. Have a listen to some of these parts. I know my father was very proud to call him a friend, and I had the opportunity to meet Fidel when my father passed away. It was also a real honor to meet his 3 sons and his brother, President Raul Castro, during my recent visit to Cuba. Oh, no affinity for which team you've seen play, which one you liked. The fact is, Justin Trudeau likes Fidel Castro more than he likes Canadian football, more than he likes anything worth honoring and celebrating here. Keep that in mind as you go to the next election, folks. For the Rebel.media, I'm Andrew Lawton. Hey, if you like what you see here, folks, make sure to go to the Rebel.media for lots more great content. And do check out the premium section, become a member there, and you'll have access to content you won't see anywhere else in the world, only at the Rebel.media.